Good morning, students. We begin today with the writing skill, and the writing skill's name is descriptive paragraph. We have been writing descriptive paragraphs right from class 6, but let's see from a different perspective because you've reached class 9th and the standard of writing also goes up high over here. So we need to now see the detailing. How do you write a paragraph which impresses the reader? And how do you score marks? On what basis do you score marks in the writing skill? So as the word suggests, as the title suggests, descriptive paragraph itself says that in the paragraph you're going to describe about something. So what all are the topics which can be given to you where you have to describe about something? So it can be, you can be told to write about a place, describe a place, or a person, or an event. So these three categories you can get to write a descriptive paragraph. For a place, I would suggest an example. I would give you an example saying write a descriptive paragraph on your hometown. And for a person, it can be write a descriptive paragraph on an ideal person in your life. An event, it can be describe in your own words or describe in a paragraph your experience of visiting a hill station. So this can be the various kinds of questions which you can get to write a descriptive paragraph, and the marks for it can range from around 5, I can say 4 also, 4 to 7. And then you will have a word limit to adhere to. So remember, so stick to the word limit, do not exceed it too much. Like a plus 20 or a minus 20 would do, but don't exceed that word limit. Now let's get into the depth of it. Descriptive paragraph needs firstly a title. The title should be precise, it should be short. So the title will come right in the center of the first line where you start writing the paragraph. Remember, do not use sentences to write the title of your paragraph. Use minimalistic words to express what are you going to write on. Basically, when you see the question, you know what's the title going to be. Then you leave a line and start from the margin. You don't leave 2 fingers space from the margin. Directly stick to the margin and start, and the entire paragraph would be written at a stretch. There would be no splits in it. If I say descriptive paragraph, it should be only one. Now, whatever would be the topic given to you in the paragraph, may it be a place or a person or an event, you ought to give a proper introduction to the paragraph as to on what topic are you going to write. So you're not going to basically start off by saying my topic for this paragraph is, that would be definitely not welcome by the person who's correcting your paper. Now this, when you write, there are various ways of writing it. Like if it is, I just now cited an example saying write a descriptive paragraph on your hometown. So let's directly get into the topic rather than wasting our time. So I would say my native place is Jabalpur, which is in the heart of the country and lies in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Do not assume कि मैम को तो पता है that Jabalpur is in Madhya Pradesh. Right from a point of view that your paper is being corrected by anybody in India when you give a board exam. So right from that broader perspective over there, do not assume that the reader knows what am I going to talk about. So the first line only I have introduced what am I going to talk about. Or you can directly say my hometown, my favorite place to live, my hometown is Jabalpur, which lies in the state of Madhya Pradesh and it's in the center of our country. So this is the first line. Immediately it brings in focus on the point on which you're going to describe, what you're going to describe about. Okay, that would be the introduction. Now comes focus on the details of your topic. Every small detailing needs to be, and sensible detailing, don't write nonsense things over there. Sensible detailing which which connect you to the particular topic needs to be highlighted. Now what can be the sensible detailing of your hometown? You can give information about the various famous tourist places. You can firstly give a small account of details of how many, like what are the tourist places over here, and then what are the places over here, and amongst which are the most visited by the people. So you can say that. What are the delicacies eaten over here? What kind of people do you find over here? What kind of markets do you find over here? What is the speciality of Jabalpur that actually brings you closer to this particular place and you don't like any other place except for your own hometown? So that would be focusing on the details and the striking details. Don't go on the mediocre ones. Okay? And never ever write anything negative. Don't write anything negative, because when you have been given a topic to write on, definitely it would be a topic on which you have to focus about the positivity of the topic, not the negativity of it. So the striking details have to be highlighted. Now when you are giving information about the goodness of a place, about the striking quality of a place, you need words called adjectives. Adjectives are those words which help you in describing the nouns. Now your noun has been given, like hometown is there. Now how would you describe Jabalpur? You will have to use maximum adjectives over there. Don't overdo it. Don't underdo it. So strike a balance of when you use the words. See to it that you use good words, simple words. Don't think that ma'am gets impressed, or the teacher who's correcting the paper gets impressed by your vocabulary, big words you use, and then you think that this is going to make a difference in my marking structure. But no, Baba. I would definitely say, even if you use the simple basic words, your sentence formation should be correct, the grammar should be correct. So do not overdo it, but do use adjectives which will help you a lot. Okay. Now, when you have been given a topic and it is a descriptive paragraph, like an event, like the visit to the hill station. So, how did you feel over there? Is what is to be described. Now, when you are emoting something, when your emotions are involved in it, how did you feel over there? You have to make the reader connect with what you are writing. Let it not be monotonous. Let it be a little bit off the league, and let it be like you are connecting the reader. You write in such a way that you connect the reader with your topic. You see to it that you do justice to the topic which has been given to you, where those striking details should create an image of that particular place or person or event in the reader's mind. It is not only that you write from a point of view कि इसके लिए मुझे इतने marks चाहिए. Don't write from that point of view. The moment you start writing, because you want to create an image in the mind of the person who's reading, and you want that person to feel the same way as you felt in either of the three things. So that's when you actually succeed in writing a descriptive paragraph. So that's what I said at the end. Create an image in the mind of the person. Now the question arises is, how do you conclude the paragraph? Do not write to conclude, I would like to say. That's the worst thing you can do, because you reached class 9 now. So you can, like if I have to say the place, about the place, the conclusion, the hometown, then I would say the government had proposed to make Jabalpur a smart city. So let us, I vouch, or I take a vow to work in the progress of the city and give my contribution as a responsible citizen of the country to make my hometown a better place to live in by working on its backlogs. You can write this. So person, if it is an ideal person, you can say, I would definitely I would walk on the footsteps, walk in the footsteps of the person who has set a bar in my life, and then try to live up to that person's expectations. Hope I succeed in doing so. Event, you can also write, like the favorite place you had visited, the hill station. You can write, though this place has left, has created a memory which cannot be forgotten, an unforgettable memory in my mind, I would definitely like to explore the other places in the world. So this is how you can conclude your write-up. Just not by layman writing, that to conclude I would like to say. So this is how a descriptive paragraph works. Connect, appeal, and literally appeal to the senses, may it be a visual sense, may it be a feeling of that particular entire paragraph. It should appeal to the reader, keep that in mind. It's not just writing for writing's sake. And see to it that you grow up to the level of class 9 and then write, because there your maturity shows that yes, I've learned these many things in the prior classes, and then this is how I formulate my descriptive paragraph. That's all for this particular lecture. Thank you, dear.